Good afternoon, Cicily. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay. Sorry, there was some last minute hits. There were 2 meetings scheduled.
No
So we
problem.
got into fast, but
No
so
problem.
I have made you as the co-host.
Uh-huh.
So you can, once we are done, you can take over.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So shall we wait for another few minutes?
Sure,
Let
we'll
some more
just give
people
it,
join, or
we'll
shall
give
we
it
start?
we'll give it a couple of minutes.
Yes. It's 4:05 now. We'll start
Yeah,
by 4:10.
4:10 the latest, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Been very busy.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I've been doing a lot of these trainings, and this weekend, I'm also working with Peter Levine himself. You could look him up. He is the authority in trauma and healing. So I would be assisting his training. He's of course based in the US, and so I would be doing it from here live. So it means that I would be, doing this in our night time. So through the night, and that's, yeah. And I think what is keeping me going is all this energy that comes from my Taichi and qigong. So I'm very, very happy to be doing this with you. Sorry, I can only commit for 2 days right now. However, I would be very happy to, continue to do something.
We look forward to that. We understand everybody needs you. So it's fine. We'll start with 2 days and then we will go on for all. Okay.
So I've set up this thing in, you tell me if you like the natural light. I'm just going to turn on the video in a minute. And or I can even use brighter light, which is artificial. Just give me a second. So I really wanted this to be a simple way. I'm not connecting to people. I will not see people. I'm on my iPhone because it gives a better, wider lens, wider angle.
Bandwidth.
Okay? I'm just
Right.
Okay? So this is my background, and I just want to let you know that this is natural light. I could also offer you, a brighter light if that works. It would be which suits you better.
I think this is also fine. The earlier one was also good.
Okay.
Whichever is comfortable for you, we'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean, either is good for me. It's just that also, I'm also dressed, very casually. So I want people to know that you don't have to have any particular attire or anything for Tai Chi. You can be just the way you are.
Okay. So that's a good way of conveying what you want to say.
I've had students come to my class in sari as well. And I welcome
That's
this.
great.
I think anything is, it's a good way. Okay, so I'm coming back to the natural light.
Right. Yeah.
So, how many people have joined in now, Amita? Can you tell me the numbers?
I think we are about 7.
Okay.
I think 5, including both of us, 7.
Okay. So I'm just setting this up. We say, we have another minute to go and we will start.
Yeah.
Okay, here we are. So this way you get to see me fully.
Yes, this is good. Your window is really nice. Your window is a nice bright color. This is good. Yeah, this is good, Cicily.
Yeah, this one, I think this is good. Okay, so we are good to go. I think 4 or 9 edges.
Yeah.
And,
so we'll start. We'll start. Let people join.
So you want me to begin with a greeting, or you're going to do some? You're going to speak yourself?
I will do the honors for you.
Yes, yes.
I'm going to do the honors for you. Let me introduce you. You have such a great profile that I think. So good evening, everybody.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Welcome, Cicily, and thank you very much for taking out time from your schedule and obliging for this special session. Just to say a few words about Cicily, she has a great profile. I have really had a tough time cutting it down, and I've shared the profile on the group so that if I miss something, people are able to listen to that. Cicily is actually a fine arts graduate from Stella Maris College, Chennai, and has completed a PG Diploma in Proficiency in Counselling from the United Theological College and NLP Master Practitioner's course, Gestalt Therapy. You have to tell us what this Gestalt Therapy is. With Dr. Richard McHugh, a postgraduate course in Craniosacral Biodynamics with International Institute of Craniosacral Balancing. Additionally, she has completed a teacher's training course in Hatha Yoga and holds a certificate in Acupressure Healing Science from the Acupressure Shodh Prashikshan, Sansthan in Allahabad. Actually, her spiritual journey began more than 25 years ago when she started her own self-inquiry and searching for a purpose of her own very existence, I think, which many of us go through some phase of our life. And she has practiced vipasana, Zen, yoga, Taichi, qigong, sorry if I'm not pronouncing the words right, and Craniosacral Therapy, traditional qigong, okay. Traditional Chinese as well as Ayurvedic acupressure. She has drawn beautifully an essence of ancient wisdom from these practices and seamlessly blended them with modern day holistic healing approaches, which is really true because I think no one technique is complete in itself. It always has to be a blend of different techniques. She's a certified Taichi, Chuan and Qigong master trained in China by Grandmaster Fu Sheng Yuan and Master Fu Sheng Guan, representing the 5th and 6th generation of the Yang family. Actually, Cicily's passion for health, wellness, and vitality led her to establish her Vitiforce Taichi Academy in Bangalore. And since 1998, that's quite a long time, Cicily, she has been conducting Taichi and Qigong classes at 4 centers, imparting instruction to students of all ages and making transformational changes in their lives and lifestyles. Recently, she has integrated somatic experiencing into her practice and is a practitioner certified by the US-based Somatic Experiencing Trauma Institute. I think we should take this opportunity to introduce somatic experiencing to the participants because I'm sure many of them don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Amita. Yeah. Always a pleasure.
She has been actively working with adults and adolescents, including her dogs, has been an amazing journey. She has also conducted several sessions for the corporates over years with Infosys, Dell, MediaTek, Wipro, Fuller, Life, to name a few. And with this, not only this, Cecily, I guess, is a very good cook. She loves her dog Tao. And they say a person who loves animals is really trustworthy and the best human being. So with these few words, there is lots more to know about Cicily. So please visit her website link, which I've said, and share the profile. Yes, over to you, Cicily. Please enlighten us and tell us what is somatic healing, what you're doing presently, and the other.
Thank you so much. I've just stepped outside. I've stepped into the
outdoors. This is great.
I feel that Taichi is also something that, feels wonderful in one nature. So I have been, most of the things that I have been doing for the past 23 to 25 years have been about, getting in touch with the body, the nervous system, and how we could, transform our own life and also the lives of people who are in touch with us by very gently making small little observations, both about, what goes on in our system. So somatic experiencing is not very different from that. And that's what drew me to it. It's really about working with the body, with the physiology, understanding and being present. And everything that I did in life, including the Zen meditation and so on, it just, came and fell in place. So with SE, with somatic experiencing, it's really about, most people tell me that, oh, we don't have any traumas, and they think that trauma is it has to be such a big event. Trauma does not lie in an event. It's really about how the body has perceived it in that particular moment. And when we work with people, it's really about bringing them to the present moment. And this is the same thing we also do with Taichi and Qigong. It's really about the here and now. So in this present moment, I cannot, if I'm present to my body and if I'm really with nature, I'm not traumatized anymore. I am, at this moment, especially when we have established safety with the person, who's sitting with you, who's your therapist and so on, So we begin with, really establishing safety, and thereafter, going on to different, what we call different channels in Saibam, which is coming in touch with sensations in the body, which we do also with Tai Chi and Qigong. Imagery, that image could be also, pictures or flashbacks that come from the past, or some visions and, dreams that you have, a dream place that you want to be in, any of these things, and also the sounds associated with it. And stands for the affect, or, the emotions. We welcome all of them, at this present moment, what resonates, what is present here and now. Just to give you an example, most of the times we are so afraid of getting in touch with anger. But anger can be such a constructive emotion. And my dear teacher, NLP teacher, Dick McHugh, is the first person who really talked about anger. And he said it's really nothing but a want that needs to be fulfilled. So looking at it so positively, I mean, one could express easily. And in the Saibam, the B stands for the behavior, which the therapist usually notices in the client. And M stands for meaning. And for me, this meaning also was a big thing, because, it was really about purpose in life. And meaning could be anything that you make about whatever makes sense, and, your cognitive brain. So everything put together is what we're working with. We're not just working at the level of understanding something, but really going much deeper into sensing and going into the deep roots of it. So I've just quickly run through the introduction. When I talk, sometimes I go fast, but, as opposed to my movements in Tai Chi, where I really slow down. Okay, so I'm not seeing all of you simply because I'm also on, I'm just keeping this in a view that you would be able to see me full length. So my garden, that's the beauty about the Zoom, you could be anywhere. And I'm just, in an attire that's loose and comfortable. This is something anyone can practice, because Tai Chi is something anyone can practice anywhere. I'm right now bare feet. And, so I invite all of you, whether you are in a park, in your home, in your bedroom, wherever you are, this is something that you could do for yourself easily every day. So we'll just begin with a little greeting. Is that okay, Amita? Shall we go ahead with the session? Yeah, I've just gone ahead. I think I'm presuming that we can begin with the...
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. And if the audio, just let me know if the audio is okay. I mean, I could speak louder, or I could even get my Bluetooth if required. Okay, so I'd like us all to begin with a greeting, just like how we do the Namaste. Okay, this is a little gentle meeting of your two hands. Bring your feet shoulder width distance apart. Your right hand coming into a fist, left hand.
Cicely, you want us all to do it with you? Sorry?
Yes, please.
Sorry, Cicely? You
Yes,
want us
yes.
all to stand and do with you?
Ideally, you know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Okay. Thank
something,
you.
it's an
Yes.
experiential thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, I
Yeah.
presume that you all are going to be doing with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
I
Right.
invite all of you, I invite you to just try it, okay? So I've had, I mean, just to give you a little background, I've had people from maybe 5 years. There are smaller ones also. Even there, the babies have come to my class to, you know, in the 80s and 90s. Okay, so I was once in Chicago, invited to a home, you know, an old age home, a retirement home, Sunshine Homes, and I had participants who were in the 70s, some of them on in the 90s, some of them on wheelchairs. Okay, so at first disinterested because they never thought they would be able to participate, and slowly they got interested as I told them not to push themselves, to do it really slow and gentle, be gentle with the body. It was so appealing to them, you know. So this is something that anyone can practice. It is for an overall wellness of body, mind, and spirit. Okay, there's no prerequisite whatsoever, just an open mind and a bright spirit. Okay, many people who are in the 90s are much more, you know, younger at heart than many of us. So I invite you all to please join me, and I'll keep it short and sweet. At any point you want to sit down or you feel tired, just feel free to sit down. Okay, nobody is going to question you. So I'll just begin with the greeting once again. The the right hand coming into a fist and the left hand enveloping it. We just greet each other. So this greeting itself is symbolic of the yin and the yang, the empty and the solid forces coming together. And this is what life is all about. You know, there's a constant interplay between the empty and the solid. It's up to us how we find a balance, you know, between the two of it. Okay, so the first thing we do is gently finding our ground. You know, so I am bare feet. I hope you have comfortable footwear, or you could also be bare feet. So I'm just rocking back and forth. This is also a gentle way of finding your center, and also, you know, gaining more equilibrium. So I'm gently moving back and forth, taking my toes off the ground, heel off the ground. So gently moving back and forth. It's also working on a lot of acupressure points on the soles of the feet. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a wider stance and shift my weight to the right and to the left. If you notice, my spine is erect, and I'm just shifting by flexing one knee and extending the other. So here my right knee is bending and my left is extending. I'm just going to the extreme left without a strain whatsoever, keeping my spine erect, moving right, moving left. Then it's a nice way of also understanding the yin and the yang, the empty and the solid forces. So here one is solid, one is empty, and there's a constant interplay. This becomes solid, this becomes empty. And throughout our Taichi movements, this is what happens. And we maintain equilibrium this way. Now I invite you to step diagonally to the left and gently shift your weight forward to the left leg, taking your back heel off the ground. And now shifting weight back, take your toes off the ground. You could even use your hands as if you're gently pushing an object. And sit back. Enjoy this rocking movement back and forth. If you feel comfortable, you could go even deeper with this. And you sit back also, you could slightly tilt backwards and forward. Again, wonderful for your gaining more equilibrium. Coming back to the center, the opposite side, and gently, I have this little branch here, which I'm so gently caressing as I move forward. And just coming to the center. Let's take a few moments to pay attention to the body. Starting with the soles of the feet. You could keep your eyes open or closed. Whatever is appealing to you. So right at in the front of the foot, the front of the feet, you have a little point called the K1 or the kidney 1 point in acupressure. It's just below the, I'll just show it to you so that it will be clear. Give me a moment. I had it ready in the other room. So if you look at this point here, see this black dot here. It's called Chuan cavity or the kidney 1 point. Okay, so that's just a point. That is our connection with Mother Earth. So when you bring your weight slightly forward and sink your knees, flex your knees and tuck in the coccyx, you feel a lot of gentle pressure moving downwards. And just make whatever adjustments you need to make with the body so as to feel that ease in standing in this position, which is called the Wuji, W-U-J-I. Wuji means nothingness or stillness, emptiness, or no extremities, no polarities. Out of Wuji came about the yin and the yang, the empty and the solid forces. Just bringing your attention to those cavities, those points under the foot. And just getting a sense of the whole of the foot, the whole of the feet. Feeling the solidness of your leg and keeping the pelvis slightly tucked in, coccyx tucked in. Just easing the lower back, the spine, and the entire spine. Just make whatever adjustments you need to make. So gently bringing your attention also to the umbilical region, just before the umbilicus or the navel. This is your physical center, your energy powerhouse. So as we do qigong, we gain more and more chi or prana or energy, vital force, which gets stored in this battery or the energy powerhouse for your use throughout the day. And as we keep doing these forms every day, we gain more and more energy, we gain more flexibility, vitality. Now slowly also bring your attention towards the solar plexus. This is the emotional center. So as we stay here, getting in touch with our physical center as well as the emotional center, just notice sensations in the body. sensations could range from feeling coolness, warmth, heat, tingling, burning, any of these things that the body perceives are sensations. And sensation is the language of the body. Also, getting in touch with emotions, whatever emotion you might be feeling now. You could be feeling joy, you could be feeling anger, you could be feeling sadness, anything. Just become aware of it, not delve too much into sadness or negative energies. And just for your information, we won't do too much work with this. We also bring our attention to the spiritual center, the third eye. Just be aware of this region being the spiritual center of the body. So our body is so beautifully designed. We have every possibilities of processing everything within ourselves. You know, the physical center, the emotional center, the spiritual center, and even going beyond, into the universe, the cosmos, and tapping in also, drawing in energies that we will, to take into our system, and keeping away negativities, keeping away all the illnesses, keeping away things that we do not, want to include into our lives. Notice your breath. And notice how, with each inhalation and exhalation, there is an expansion and contraction in the body. Just pay attention to it for a few moments. Inhaling, feeling the expansion, exhaling, noticing the contraction. Very gently opening your eyes, orient to the space around you, just orienting by turning your neck very, very gently, making minuscule movements and observing your environment. If you are in the outdoors, just noticing the hues and colors of our beautiful nature. I can right away see at least some 30 shades of green, and then the whites and the reds and the pinks and all these flowers. They look so beautiful. That itself is so settling for the body. The more we pay attention and be one with nature. Nature is a nurturer. It's one of the biggest resources I have. When I do my work with trauma and healing, I just come back to nature. To draw back energy and feel that support, feel the strength in nature. So, coming back to the center, I hope everyone is doing fine. You just keep the balls of the feet firm, and for those of you who feel comfortable, just take your heels off the ground and just bounce. Okay, without any high impact, you're just bouncing, shaking away any tensions, any negativities that you may be holding in the system. Just shake, shake, shake. And it's a very gentle, nice way to also, kind of move your body Feel your body coming back to the center, keeping your legs firm. Gently start to sway left and right, allowing your arms to swing, and gently folding at the elbows and very gently jabbing the kidneys at the back. Then one hand coming onto the shoulders, just below the shoulder actually, are the brachial plexus, the nerve endings, and one hand on the kidney, gently energizing both the kidney as well as the brachial plexus. Right above the kidneys are the adrenal glands. We're just gently stimulating them, getting ourselves ready for action. Okay. So, coming back to the center, staying in Vuji, we're going to do a gentle practice of the heaven and earth. Okay, this is a very simple qigong that any of us could practice every day. Just opening up your arms, breathing in, drawing in chi from the heavens, breathing out, allowing this chi to circulate throughout our body, running along the midline, the central axis of the body, and gently moving the chi throughout. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, gently flexing at the knees and gently pressing down, allowing the chi to move through the meridians. Once again, drawing in the heavenly chi to cleanse the body, taking away any kind of negativities, any tensions that you may be holding in the system. Inhale, exhale. Just sweep away. Open up the meridians. Open up even blocked areas in the body as you inhale and exhale. Once again, inhale, exhale. And now scooping from the sea, drawing in, or from the earth, and drawing in the earth's chi to nourish the body. And as you go around, you're creating a protective shield around you called a Wei Chi. Inhale, drawing in the earth's chi to nourish the body. Exhale as you create a protective shield around you. You're making this nice, gentle movements and creating this bubble around you. Nice space, an embryo space where you can be safe. Keep away all the tensions, also build your immunity as you move and create the space for yourself. Okay, scooping. Now twisting the body and going with one arm in front, one arm behind you. Also creating the space 360 degrees. So you're also going throughout, in front, at the back, to the sides, everywhere. Inhale, drawing in the earth's chi. Exhale, create this Wei Chi or a protective shield around you. Inhale, exhale. We do this once more on both sides. Inhale, drawing in the chi, earth's chi to nourish the body. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. So just coming and holding a chi ball in front of the lower dantian. This is an energy ball. Visualize holding a chi ball. Gently placing your hands once again on the lower dantian, allowing the chi to settle in the lower dantian. Okay. So for today's practice, we're going to just do some simple qigong. I'm presuming I have another 15 minutes or so. And
Yes.
correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah.
Yes, you have 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So we'll do the Shibashi, which is 18 forms. We'll do as much as we feel comfortable. Okay. On one day, in one go, I don't expect you to become experts at qigong. And just to also inform you, for those of you who do not know, qigong, if you look at it, it means qi means prana, vital force or energy, and gang means to put in time, energy, effort, money, whatever, to become a specialist at something. Here we're talking of the human chi system. Okay, so how we can master our own understanding of our own physiology, our own body, and also, of course, the mind and the spirit. Okay, and it all begins with the body. How we move the body, how we notice our body, how we stay present to sensations in our body. So I invite you all to once again come back to this Uji, a position that you're comfortable with. And we're just going to begin with the opening form, the commencing form. So in this particular qigong, there are several qigongs. Okay, that in our class itself we work on different qigongs. This is one of the simplest things I found so beneficial to anyone, right from chronic back pains to knee issues, you just name it, people with various kind of conditions, including internal conditions, diabetes, and, all kinds of things. They have found just doing this and working with the breath so beneficial, which is why it's, I've really dedicated my time and energy to impart this one as well, and like many other qigongs and Taichi forms. So this works on breath work, and movements. Slow, gentle, soft, slender movements. Okay. So we're learning firstly to slow down. We live in a fast-paced world, and many times we omit or we miss out on small details. And slowing down, there's so much of meaning, there's so much of information in slowing down. I also work with martial artists who found the benefits of actually slowing down and understanding their own forms that they do, or their own martial moves. So we're going to pay attention to our body. Firstly, feel as if you're a puppet, that's suspended in the air. And feel that liveliness, feel that exuberance of energy. This puppet all ready to do its performance. Okay? And the performance is just for yourself. And just settling into your body. You can take a few moments to close your eyes, getting a sense of the feet, the soles of the feet in connection with the earth. Sensing your legs, feeling it strong and sturdy like trees. Coccyx slightly tucked in so as to ease the spine. Come in touch with your breath. And now, very gently, the puppet show will begin. Okay, very gently open your eyes and feel as if there are strings attached to your wrists that are pulling gently and tugging and moving upwards your arms. Inhale as you go up, float your arms up. Exhale as you very gently, softly press downwards and start to flex your knees as you bring your arms down, as your arms are lowered down. Again, inhale, floating your arms up. Exhale, flexing at the elbows and gently pressing your hands downwards, as if you're pressing down a basketball or a hemisphere. Drop your hands down and then raise them again. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, flexing the elbows and gently pressing down. Okay, we do the next form now. The same way you raise your arms up. Inhale. Inhalation now takes you all the way to opening at the chest. All the way. This is inhale. Exhale, closing in your arms, your hands coming facing each other, and then pressing downwards, just like you did in the opening form. Again, sinking, rising gently. Inhale all the way. Exhale, closing in the hands, turning and pressing down. Inhale all the way. Exhale, closing in, turning and pressing down. And once again, inhale. Exhale, turning and pressing. That was my doggy, his name is Tao. Okay, so the next form is called Dancing with the Rainbow. It's a little complex. So always, just like in Gestalt, Amita was asking me to explain what it is. It's like really, breaking them up. I'm breaking it into small parts, and the sum of it would be much larger. Okay, so you'll get much more out of it when we piece them all together. Okay? So here we're just going to break it and do the footwork first. Like I told you in the beginning, we're shifting weight to the right leg, extending the left, and then we shift weight to the left, extending the right. So just moving as if you're a sliding cupboard, staying in the groove. There's this little groove in the cupboard that keeps it moving straight. So the whole body is moving straight left and right. Okay, so that's as far as the leg movements go. We're going to break up into the hand movements separately. I'm sure most of you have seen some kind of Hoysala, sculptures where you see this lady looking into the mirror, holding a mirror in her hand. It's something like that we're going to do, but basically we're drawing a rainbow. Okay? Just watch me once if you wish to, and then we could do them together. So from here, each time when I come down, I start at the lower dantian. This is my powerhouse, my energy powerhouse. I raise my arms up to shoulder level. I bring my right hand, if you notice this is my right hand, over the crown of the head, and I'm looking at the left, looking at this mirror. And now it's actually a chi ball. It transforms into a chi ball, which goes over the crown of the head, and I'm looking to the right, holding this mirror. Again, this mirror becomes a chi ball, comes onto the crown of the head. Sorry, we don't need to do the leg movement. It's just the hand movement separately. Now you could do along with me. I'll come closer so you can see just the hand movements. Okay, so just bringing your arms down once again, raising your arms up to shoulder level, taking your right hand onto the crown of the head, look to the left. Then bring the left hand on the crown of the head and look to the right. Again, right hand onto the crown of the head, look to the left. And look to the right. Okay, I guess you get the hang of it, okay? And in Taichi and Qigong, there's no such thing as perfection. Perfection is who you are right now in this moment, okay? So just do along with me. We're going to combine the hand movements and the footwork, or the leg movements. So staying low, slightly flexing your knees, don't strain yourselves. Raise your arms up to shoulder level. As you shift weight to the right, see right leg, right arm, or right hand comes over the crown of the head. and you're looking to the left. And now gently start to shift your weight to the left. Your left hand comes onto the crown of the head, you're looking to the right. I'm doing it really slow so you could just follow. And I'm giving simple, clear instructions, I presume. Right hand coming onto the crown of the head. Look to the left. Left hand coming onto the crown of the head. You're shifting your weight to the left, looking right. Inhale as you look to the left. Exhale as you go to the right. And slowly, as you keep practicing this, you become more and more adept at it. It becomes a cakewalk for a while. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We do that once more. Inhale, exhale. Then just bring your arms down. We'll do a closing form. And yeah, just gently, palms looking upwards now. Take your arms upwards. Drawing in chi from the cosmos and allowing this chi to circulate throughout the body. Just like we did in the beginning. Here, we're taking it forward and not to the sides. Inhale. Exhale. Allowing the chi to circulate throughout the body. Inhale. Exhale. And holding a chi ball in front of the lower dantian. Palms facing each other. The center of the palm is called the laogong, the pericardium channel, the pericardium point. Just let them face each other. And slowly moving your hands. Actually, the hands could have an impulse to want to close in. That's a magnetic energy that draws them together. Gently, like an accordion. Inhale, expanding. Exhale as you close in the hands. Back to the center. Now we go diagonally across. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Once more. Feeling that expansion in the body, feeling that space created. Inhale, exhale. Each time coming back to the lower dantian. Inhale, exhale. Once again. Exhale. Coming back to the center. One hand on the umbilicus, the other hand over it. Just letting the chi settle into the lower dantian. Noticing your body, noticing sensations in the body. And just paying attention and bringing your awareness to what is in your body right now. Is there anything at all that is shifting from the outset to now? So this is all we would do for today. And let's just wind up with a greeting. Right hand in a fist, left hand enveloping it. You just end on a happy note, saying 1, 2, 3 in a different language. Chinese. E, ah. Happy practice, and I hope you enjoyed the practice. Is something that you could do easily, anywhere, anytime. And have a lovely day. My pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you. So would we ask the participants if they want to ask something? Would you have 5 minutes for that?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if any one of you have any questions, you can ask Cicily. Just a couple of them. Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know about the others.
So is it okay to feel that little tingling that we feel in the arms, especially when we are doing the chi ball? There's a little tingling at the fingertips.
Definitely. Am I speaking to Amita?
Yeah.
So tingling sensations, oftentimes it's really the chi that is coming into presence, So it's definitely nothing to be concerned about. It's, in fact, you can welcome it.
Okay, right. So would there be a small recording which if somebody wants to practice, is there some video you can share, or this chi walk?
So if you go to my YouTube, which I'll also post right now, it's the same name, Vital Force Tai Chi Academy. You'll find some of my YouTube videos, and in that you also have the chi walk. You also have the 3 sounds, which we didn't do today, but the heaven and earth practice and a few things, which I actually recorded also, some of them during the start of the COVID, and there were a lot of people who were so distressed. And this was my way of offering it to the world, so people could, could practice it and be calm.
What we did today, do we have a video on that?
Something similar.
What we did today?
The Shiba Shi, probably not yet, but I will soon have it also. But I mean, most of the
Qigongs they are familiar with this, and they would feel.
Yeah. Sure.
So they are labeled as 1, 2, 3. Like we would know which one to start with first, or can you just share the link if you don't mind?
I'll do that. I'll just send you I'll send it right away. In fact, on this chat, and you can, if it's not accessible to all, you can share it. It's just my YouTube. I'm sending it right away. So if anyone has any question, you're welcome to ask me.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's not necessarily small and big. I've just typed it there. So that is it. And my website, all of you have, right? It's the same thing, vitalforcetaichi.com.
I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So thank you very much, Cicily, for your time. I'm sure next time people will have a lot of questions, because many did not even know what is Tai Chi. So it was a great introduction, and we enjoyed it. Thank you very much. So see you on 19th. Waiting for it already. Thank you.
My pleasure. Have a lovely day. I hope you'll keep practicing this much, and
that's why I asked for the video. That's why I asked for the video, because then they get familiar with it by the time we meet you on 19th. So then they will.
For practicing, what time, like apart from, I think, early morning, any other time is preferred?
So Tai Chi and Qigong can be practiced any time during the day, or even at night for that matter, before going to sleep, as long as you're not on a full stomach. Ideally, say at least giving it half an hour, 1 hour gap, So, I mean, for any exercise, any movement for that matter, requires time for peristalsis, to take place, for digestion to take place. And, we'll talk a little more about that. But the Tai Chi and Qigong are by far the most simplest things that you can do at any time of the day. Even after you've eaten food, it's possible if you're doing it, say about half an hour or so after, if you've not eaten too heavy. Not a full-fledged Indian meal.
I forgot to mention, Cicily, there was somebody of the group who was asking that he has Parkinson's. So maybe next time, if you have anything
Sure.
to share with this
Yeah.
person,
Certainly.
specifically they mentioned.
Yes, I have worked with people, at least 4 or 5 people with Parkinson's.
And somebody else was asking, does Tai Chi help in weight loss?
Yes and no. I mean, in the sense that you can't keep gorging on sweets. In India, we all have sweet tooth, especially sugar. If you can just also control that, you can't just say that you're exercising and therefore, it's okay. I mean, in a sense, like, enjoy life, have a sweet or something, but, just keep it to 1 or something and reduce whatever, if you can avoid the whites, that would be wonderful. But Tai Chi definitely helps to regulate your, your also your, all the systems, including your digestive system. So
it's something like that Ayurvedic system, isn't it? Which balances the body, and then automatically your metabolism, everything gets in place.
Yes, the metabolic system really, it works best when you really are in a good frame of mind. So most of the things is really about regulation happening from the, the whole nervous system, coming down to all, the digestive system, the respiratory system, everything works hand in hand.
Yeah. Okay, Cicily, thank you very much. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to 19th already. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Yeah. So thank you all, and looking forward to you joining us on 14th for the yoga session, same 4 to 5. It will be a yoga session on the same